Closer to the final step in the legal journey of the Robert E. Lee statue that once stood in Charlottesville. We were supposed to hear the argument on its fate tomorrow. NBC 29's Isabel Cleary shows us why that's not going to happen now.
Right behind me through those doors is where the city of Charlottesville and the Trevilian Battlefield and Radcliffe Foundations will lay out their arguments to determine the fate of the Robert E. Lee statue in a little over 2 weeks. Now, the trial was supposed to take place on Wednesday, but the Swords into Plowshares projects says the city's attorney is sick. Judge Paul Petros will hold a one-day bench trial to hear arguments. There will be no jury needed.
So in a bench trial, a judge is the one who's making the final decision in the case after hearing all of the evidence.
The plaintiffs, the foundations, are suing the city to stop the Jefferson School African American Heritage Center from melting down the statue and repurposing it into public art.
There will be witnesses that are called to testify. Those witnesses will have to be cross-examined. But there shouldn't be so many witnesses, because if there were, the trial would span more than 1 day.
While it is supposed to be a one-day hearing, the decision could take longer.
This judge has already made a lot of rulings on the case as far as what evidence and arguments will be heard. So it's likely that we'll have some type of outcome resolution this week. Whether it's a same-day verdict, I don't think would probably happen.
When that ruling does come, consider it as the next step in the debate, not the final answer.
So everything's happening right now in the circuit court. If one of the sides does not get the outcome that they were hoping for, they could always appeal the case.
The trial is now set for February 16th at 9:30. Protesters plan to rally in front of the courthouse ahead of the trial to support the Swords into Plowshares project. In Charlottesville, Isabel Cleary, NBC 29 News.